Hey coders, so basically today's GFG POTD we have a problem, case specific sorting of a string. So basically it is a medium level problem, but I think it is an easy level problem. Here we have to just simply sorting our basically the given string. So first of all I would like to read the problem and explain what is in the given problem. So it is a case specific sorting of strings. Here we have a given string S consisting of only uppercase and lowercase characters, okay, and the task is to sort uppercase and lowercase letters separately such that if the ith place in the original string had an uppercase character, then it should not have the lowercase character after being sorted, and vice versa. So basically in the given problem it says that, so let's say if I'm seeing that example one here, where we have a string as capital GE and then lowercase ek and then again uppercase S. So we have to first of all like while traversing we actually getting G, which is like uppercase. So first of all what we have to do here, we have to traverse, and then we need to check it for the uppercase value as well as the lowercase value, and based on that we need to sort it. Okay, let's say while sorting it, if I'm going to get this thing, okay, GE, so if I'm sorting this value I'm getting it as EG, and then again we actually getting as let's say lowercase value. So we need to sort this lowercase value. So in the given example here it is already sorted, so actually got it. So here we actually got a sorted error, sorted elements like ek, and then after that at the last we have a uppercase S, so we actually getting S. Okay, so we have to arrange the strings like in this way. Okay, similarly if I'm talking about example second here, so here we have string S is equal to XWMSPQ. So here we don't have any lowercase value, so if I'm going to sort this particular string, so here I'm getting as MPQSWX. okay, so as the expression is also given here, since all the characters are of the same case, we can simply perform some sorting operations on the entire strings. Okay, so constant is here, the string's length must be like greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 10 to the power 5, and here we need to solve this problem with an expected time complexity of order of n log n and expected auxiliary space of order of n. Okay, and it is like based on string sorting, data structures and algorithm. So here it is like easier problem, okay, but in my case, okay, but here it is like medium problem. So how we can solve this problem here? Okay, so the first thing is that here we have like two things in the given example. Okay, first of all the uppercase and the lowercase. So here I'm going to explain here. Here we have the example one where we have like we can say that uppercase values, okay, uppercase characters as well as the lowercase character. So first of all I am going to separate my uppercase and lowercase. Okay, so how we can do these things, and we have to store it. So for that we know very well about vector. A vector is also a type of an array, okay, which is which we can say that resizable an array, okay, which is also arranged in the contiguous fashions, okay, collections of items of same data types which are stored in contiguous locations, but here it is vectors resizable size, right? So here we have to store it in the form of character, and here let's see if I'm saying that uppercase. Okay, similarly here I have to create another vector for the lowercase. Okay, then after that here we need to traverse it and check which of the character is having uppercase and which of the character is having lowercase. Okay, so here what we'll do, here I need to traverse it. Here I can use character of C, which is basically traversing inside the string S. Okay, then after that here we need to check if, and here I'm going to use my pre-built method, which is like is upper is basically a pre-built method in C++, which is basically should check whether the given character or a string is like in the uppercase or in the lowercase. Okay, so here we have to check for the character C as I'm traversing here, as I'm declaring my character as C variable. Okay, so here I'm traversing it. Okay, so here I'm saying that if my character C, that means first occurrence character C while traversing in string S. Okay, that means here while traversing in string S, okay, this is my string S, and while traversing it, if my character C, that means C of 0, this is the index 1. Okay, C of 0 is like capital letter, okay, or the uppercase, then what I can do, I have to store in the upper vector. Okay, so here I can say that upper dot push back. Okay, upper dot push back. Here I need to store my character C. Okay, and if it is not in the uppercase, then we have to store it in the another vector, which is the lower vector. Okay, so lower dot push back, then C. Now once you have like done these things, now this is my first step which I have done it here. After doing this thing, I am getting the vectors, like let's say if I am saying that upper vector. Okay, I can say upper vector. Let's say I am defining here upper vector as I am getting currently as GES. Okay, G E and S. Okay, and I am getting my lower vector as E and K. Okay, which is only two items here, so E and K. So I am currently getting these items separately. Okay, so now what I can do to get the required output as like in the form of sorted manner. So first of all, we have to sort in our second step we have to sort our given vectors. So here I can say that sort. I am using built-in methods for sort. We can set upper dot begin. Okay, and then upper dot end. Okay, and again sort lower dot begin and lower dot end. Okay, now once you have done the things, now after that I am getting the output. Once you have like followed my sorted method, I am getting now as E, G and S. Okay, and here we get similarly E and K. Okay, as it is already sorted. Okay, so if I'm going to like look at this particular uppercase characters and this lowercase characters, so if I'm matching with the my following required output, so I'm getting as like this thing like EJ, which is already arranged in this thing, and then after that EK and then S. So how we can get this required output? So for that, what we have to do here, we have to, in our third step here, we have to create our result. So let's say here I have to create a result of a string type, as we have to store it into some variable. So let's say I'm saying that string answer is equal to, and it is contained as empty strings. And now what we have to do to store this value in the form of this way. So for that, here we have to, let's say, like I've created a variable answer for putting this value, for like arranging this value uppercase and lowercase and getting this required value. So for that, here I have like done these things, and for that here I have to create let's say indices. Okay, for uppercase and lowercase. So here I have to solve this by using two pointers, uppercase and lowercase. Okay, which I need to point it to the 0 index. Okay, that's a 0 index, and based on that I need to check it and also like implement these values, and we can set it uppercase either in the lowercase. So how we can do these things? Let's say here I am creating first for indices for uppercase as 0 and lowercase for 0. Okay, then after that again I need to traverse it as we have followed in the above, like in this way. Again we need to traverse it. Okay, so here we can set it for character C. Again we have to traverse inside this same string. Okay, for C, and then again S. Okay, now while traversing it here, again we need to check the same thing. Okay, that means if is uppercase, that means if our first character is the uppercase. Okay, which is already we can say it is already in this we can say that uppercase. Okay, but here we have already sorted it. Okay, so if uppercase C. Okay, if my first character is like uppercase, then what I can do here, we don't have to like push or do anything. Here we need to insert it in our result. But before that, what we have to insert, let's say here like insert answer is equal to whatever we have like sorted, that means uppercase. Okay, here we have sorted. Okay, so here I have to do uppercase. Okay, that means if the first character is in the uppercase, then here we have to insert our first uppercase item into our answer variable. So here we have to do uppercase with the index passing u, which is our index, maybe like 0 or 1 2 3, whatever the uppercase values is present. Okay, maybe it occurs at the first index, or it may be second index, or maybe first index will be like we can say at lowercase. So I have to just simply insert this index value to my uppercase. Okay, and insert it into my answer variable, and simply I have to do what, u plus plus. Okay, or if not, then we can simply say that else we have to say answer plus is equal to, here we have to insert it into the lowercase, and here we performed index l. Okay, and then simply l plus plus, and like once we have like done these things, here we have like done our all those required things. Now if I am like returning my result, okay, so I'm getting our final output here. Okay, so return answer. Let's try to compile and run. So yeah, here I am getting my required output. As what I've done here, I have like, after sorting it, this is my second step. In my third steps, I have like done what, I am again like let's say this is my example here. So I have just created 2 pointers, let's say u and l. Okay, and just I'm checking for the value. Let's say while traversing this, again I'm getting here the upper case vector and lowercase vector. Okay, so what I'm doing while checking, I'm checking that whether this first character is like uppercase. Yes, it is uppercase. So first of all we have to insert this value as e. Okay, and with the index of u. Okay, I'm using this thing. Okay, and then again u plus plus, that means u is coming at this index, that means 1. Okay, now again we are actually checking that is our this character at index 1 is an uppercase. Okay, so yeah, again it is in the uppercase, so we have to insert here g. Okay, e and g. Okay, now again here we have to do u plus plus, that means u at index 2. Okay, so here I'm checking if is my we can set u, that means for uppercase, is at my uppercase value. So here it is in the lowercase, so here we have to do what, here we have to insert our l value. Okay, that means e. Okay, and then l plus plus, that means k. So l will come here. Okay, and then after that k will become here, and at the last we actually getting s. So this is our record strings which we have like written it. So let's try to compile and run, which we have already compiled, and it is compilation is completed. Let's try to submit it. So it's submitted. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.